Hello, beautiful family and friends, and welcome back to another episode of Meaningful Moments with May. This is a space where we get to realign, recalibrate, and reconnect with what truly matters so you can create a life that feels more meaningful, more intentional, and more aligned with who you truly are. And I am your host, Mai Calev, and I'm so happy and grateful to be here with you today. In our last episode, we talked about healing the fear of judgment, learning to release the need for external approval so we can live freely and authentically. Today's meaningful moment is about something that has the power to transform every area of your life. We're talking about the power of self-acceptance. Take a moment and consider this question. What if the peace you've been searching for doesn't come from becoming someone different, but from learning to embrace who you already are? For many of us, life becomes an endless cycle of improvement. We're constantly trying to fix ourselves, improve ourselves, heal ourselves, become better versions of ourselves. And while growth is beautiful, there is a subtle hidden trap there. Sometimes, without realizing it, we begin believing that we have to earn our worthiness, that we will finally be enough when we lose the weight, build the business, find the relationship, heal the wound, reach the goal, become more confident. But self-acceptance invites us into a different conversation, a conversation that says, what if I'm already worthy while I'm still growing? Let's explore that together. So I want to chat about what self-acceptance really is, because self-acceptance is often misunderstood. Many people think self-acceptance means giving up, settling, stopping growth, lowering expectations and standards. But true self-acceptance is none of those things. Self-acceptance means acknowledging reality without fighting it. It means looking at yourself honestly and saying, this is where I am right now. This is who I am today. And I choose compassion instead of judgment. Self-acceptance doesn't mean you never change. It means you stop making your worth dependent upon change. Growth and acceptance are not opposites. In fact, the healthiest growth often begins with acceptance. So why does self-acceptance feel so hard? Many of us learned early in life that acceptance was conditional. We received messages like, be good, be helpful, be successful, be strong, don't be emotional, don't make mistakes, don't disappoint people. And over time, we internalized the belief that love, belonging, and approval had to be earned. And so we became experts at self-criticism. We believed that being hard on ourselves would motivate us, protect us, prepare us. We thought self-judgment would help us become better. But what often happens is the opposite. The more we criticize ourselves, the more disconnected we become from ourselves. And here's the real cost of rejecting yourself. Think about what happens when you reject parts of yourself. Maybe you reject your sensitivity, your emotions, your body, your needs, your mistakes, your past, your imperfections. The energy required to constantly fight yourself is exhausting. It's like trying to swim upstream every day of your life. Many people spend years carrying an internal message that sounds something like, I'll love myself when, I'll accept myself when, I'll be enough when. And yet that finish line keeps moving because self-worth built on conditions is never secure. There's always another achievement, another improvement, another reason to postpone self-acceptance. There's freedom in accepting your humanity. One of the most healing things we can do is allow ourselves to be human. Human beings make mistakes. Human beings get things wrong. Human beings feel fear. Human beings have flaws. Human beings have strengths and weaknesses. Human beings are a work in progress. You do not need to become less human to become more worthy. In fact, accepting your humanity is what allows you to experience deeper peace. Imagine what would happen if you stopped fighting every imperfection. What if you could say, I made a mistake. I'm still worthy. I'm struggling and I'm still worthy. I'm learning and I'm still worthy. That is the power of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance goes hand in hand with authenticity. And when you accept yourself, you stop spending so much energy trying to be someone else. You stop comparing. You stop performing. You stop chasing. You stop chasing approval quite so desperately. And you begin living more authentically because authenticity becomes possible when acceptance is present. Think about it. It's hard to be yourself when you're constantly judging yourself. It's hard to express your truth when you're convinced something is wrong with you. Self-acceptance creates the foundation for authentic living. And so here are some practical ways to deepen self-acceptance. First, speak kindly to yourself. Notice the tone of your inner voice and be selective with the words you use. When you make a mistake, talk to yourself the way you would comfort a dear friend. Words have power. They have the power to uplift and the power to tear down. Would you talk to someone you love the way you talk to yourself? If not, then it's time to soften the conversation. Second, embrace imperfection. Perfection disconnects you from your humanity. Allow yourself to be beautifully unfinished. That's where growth happens. Replace judgment with curiosity. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, ask what am I experiencing? What do I need? What can I learn from this? Curiosity creates understanding. Judgment creates guilt and shame. Third, honor your humanity. The next time you make a mistake, try saying, I'm human. I'm learning. This moment does not define me. It's simple, but also very powerful. Fourth, celebrate your essence, not just your outcomes. Your value doesn't come from what you do. It comes from who you are. Fifth, reconnect with your body. Self-acceptance is also physical. Breathe into your body. It will speak to you, and you can hear it if you listen. You got to listen or pay attention. Honor the body's wisdom and thank it for carrying you. Sixth, practice self-compassion. This is a theme throughout many of the episodes found on this channel because self-compassion isn't letting yourself off the hook. It's treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend because you should be your own best friend. It sounds like, of course, this is hard. It makes sense I feel this way, or I'm doing the best I can. The seventh and final practical step is to stop waiting to be worthy. And this may be the most important step of them all. Stop postponing your worthiness. You do not need to become worthy someday because you are worthy now, not because you've earned it, because it is inherent. So let's take a moment here for reflection. Let's take a deep grounding breath here with me. Breathe in through your nose deeply and exhale slowly through your mouth like you're blowing out of a straw. And if you want, you can put your hand on your heart or not if you don't. And just gently ask yourself, what part of me have I been struggling to accept? What am I constantly trying to fix? What would change if I offered myself compassion instead of criticism? And perhaps the most powerful question of all, what if I stopped waiting to be enough? Just sit with that and allow whatever comes up to come up without judgment, only curiosity and compassion. And as we bring this episode to a close today, I want to leave you with this reminder. You're not a project that needs constant fixing. You are a human being who deserves compassion, understanding, and love. Growth is beautiful. Healing is beautiful. Transformation is beautiful, but none of those things require you to reject yourself along the way. The most powerful transformations begin with simple decisions: to stop fighting yourself, to stop withholding love from yourself, and to stop believing your worthiness must be earned, and to finally say, I accept myself here. I accept myself now. I accept myself as I continue to grow. So today, offer yourself the grace you've been waiting for someone else to give you. You've always been enough, and you always will be. Thank you for spending this meaningful moment with me today. If this episode spoke to your heart, I encourage you to share it with someone who may need this reminder. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, as it helps me and it helps others find meaning in these moments too. And until next time, remember, realign with your truth, recalibrate with what matters to you most, and reconnect with yourself, because a meaningful life all starts within. Bye for now.